Network Entertainment.
Meet the Press podcast for the best in entertainment features four of the most respected and formidable media journalists: Marinel Cruz of the Philippine Daily Inquirer, Bobby Requintina of Manila Bulletin, Natalie Tamada of the Philippine Star, and Noel Ferrer of PEP, Malaya, and Radio Karipunan. Listen in on interviews with newsmakers as these four hosts dissect entertainment news to clear the ground for a better and more progressive Philippine entertainment industry.
We're here in a very special Meet the Press episode. Since March na ngayon, we featured the women we look up to, women we admire, and women we love. And it had to be ang tawag ko, an outstanding actress, a well-respected industry leader, a loving mom and lola, and I call her my president. Why? Because when I was in ABS-CBN, she was my president and I was executive producer and head writer. Pero sabi ko, of all the artistas na tumatakbo, siya yung may karapatang maging presidente. Tapos ko sinasabi sa kanya, Ma'am Charo Santos Concho. Hello, Ma'am Charo.
Hello, good evening. Hi, Noel, Marinel, Natalie, and Bobby.
Thank you for introducing us. Yes, kasi po si Noel, hindi kami in-introduce. Oh my God.
Gusto namin makarami ng tanong. So, Bobby will shoot the first question, set of questions. Go, Bobby.
Hello, magandang gabi po, Miss Charo. Okay, yung kasama namin dito sa bahay, nung nalaman ng interview kita, sabi, pakitanong kay Miss Charo kung bati na ba sila ng cherry pie sa Batang Quiapo.
Yun agad, okay.
Sabi, sige, tatanong ko. Sabi ko.
Oo, si Tindeng at saka si Marites, alam mo naman ang ina, hindi matitiis ang anak. So kahit na matikas ang ulo ng aking anak na si Marites, I try to understand her. Pero minsan, nakakainis siya. Nakakainis. Hindi ko maintindihan ang mga desisyon niya sa buhay. Ayan.
Pero sa labas, may na-encounter kay mga ganun na, Miss Charo, kumusta na ka ni Miss Cherry pa, ni ano?
Oh yes.
Na-encounter kayo.
Pero ang mas tinatanong, kailan ko daw papatayin si Rigor? Galit na galit ang mga manonood kay Rigor.
Pero Miss Charo, okay, throwback muna tayo ng konti. Talagang pag Miss Charo Santos, tatandaan ko yung Baron Travel Girl.
Oh my gosh.
Pageant days.
Inabot mo ba yun?
Hanggang ngayon natatanda ko, may eksena na bumaba ka ng tricycle. Basta may eksena gano'n, ini-introduce yung mga candidates. Bumaba sa tricycle nun eh. Basta parang gano'n. Wala, parang ano lang, intro lang ng mga contestants that time. And then talagang favorite ka na, hindi pa nananalo, magpa-finals. Talagang favorite ka na. Yes, si Miss Charo. And then you won nga. Hanggang ngayon talagang yung pagrespeto sa inyo ng mga tao is hanggang ngayon andun pa rin.
Nako, salamat. Alam mo ba na doon ako na-discover ni Lino Broca. Nanonood siya ng Baron Travel Girl Pageant.
Okay.
He saw me there and then the following day I got a call from him asking me kung gusto kong mag-audition for a role in a movie. Yun.
Pero what got you into pageant? Bakit?
Ay naku, ang nanay ko mahilig akong i-join sa mga pageant. Yung alam mo naman sa probinsya, 'di ba? Sa probinsya lahat magkakakilala. So hindi ang nanay ko doon sa mga anong tawag doon, yung mga head ng mga festejos, ganyan.
Okay,
o yung anak mo naman, gawin nating Reyna Elena. O yung anak mo naman, pa-join mo ng Miss Calapan hanggang nakarating ng Maynila.
Okay.
Ayun. And, a friend asked me to join the Baron Travel Girl Pageant. And by the time, medyo sanay na ako, di ba?
Yes, so hindi ka nag-level up like mga Binibini Pilipinas, hindi umabot doon.
Ay, hindi ako umabot doon kasi ang tatay ko, very conservative. Ayaw niya na magpaparade ako in bathing suits.
Okay.
No,
and then, so yun ang first and last na national pageant na sinalihan nyo?
Yun ang first and last, yes. Oo.
And then, balik na tayo sa present time. Enjoy kayo sa kakapanood ng mini concert.
Oo. Enjoy na enjoy ako. Nakakatuwa sila. At saka, they're really a phenomenon, no? And I admire their tenacity to have stayed for 2 years despite the pandemic, diba? Training hard. They deserve their place now.
Yes, okay.
Oo, kasi hindi sila gumibap. Madaling gumibap, ha? Pero sila, despite not parang seeing the light at the end of the tunnel at the time, during the pandemic, they never gave up. Yeah.
And then lately, ang dami nyo rin parang nihili kayo sa mga video like TikTok and
Oo,
enjoy that lately,
tinatry ko ang SOCMED.
Yes, SOCMED.
As you can see, I'm having fun.
Yes.
I'm having fun. Oo.
So like every day you nag-iisip kayo ng concept o dapat ipakita, or like what do you like once a week, or talagang nyo na siya, sistema nyo na?
Hindi naman. Parang we just go by the feel. It's more intuitive than structured.
Yes.
Yeah. So and there's a team behind me, and they present concepts. If I like the concept, then we do it. If I don't, then chill lang. I'm not in a race, di ba? I'm here just to have fun, to enjoy, experience what it's like to be, in different social media platforms, para naman naiintindihan ko, because I'm in the field of entertainment, and the medium is evolving. To be able to speak the lingo of the youth now, the Gen Z, I have to understand their platform, di ba?
Yes.
Para naman pag kinakausap ko yung mga young talents natin, I know where they're coming from.
So what do you think of the young talents now as compared sa mga noon when it comes to pakikihalubilo or sa kanilang mga decision, or how they deal with the people these days? Anong pagkakaiba ho nila, or pareho lang ba, or what do you think po ba? Ano maganda sa kanila and what's bad about them? Not good about them? If you were to compare.
Maybe it's not fair for me to make what's this parang a very exact statement about how the young actors are doing now, because I'm far removed from the day-to-day of running an entertainment company. So I can speak for my generation, and then for the millennials, sa amin talagang a lot of patience, a lot of just waiting it out, waiting for the right breaks, and working hard. We didn't have the the opportunity of going into acting workshops then, pero ngayon ang dami ng tools na binibigay sa mga kabataan ngayon, when you go into the field of, I can still see that fire, even among the young ones, that fighting spirit na I want my place under the sun, and I'm gonna prove to you. Nakikita ko yun, nararamdaman ko yun, and I think it's even more competitive now, because you're not only competing with your co-stars, with your colleagues in the business, you're also competing with everyone under the sun. I mean, there are influencers who are even more popular than some of the stars in the entertainment field, so mas competitive ngayon, and therefore I think mas may pressure sa mga kabataan ngayon. But the good side is, because there's a lot more pressure, there's also that desire to learn, to be good at what they're doing, to be outstanding in what they're doing, because you have to be noticed among the millions of people. Di ba? Kailangan, you have to stand out now. Mas mataas ang pressure. Tapos, ang nakikita ko rin, ang bilis, ang bilis ng agos ng kumbaga ng daloy ng buhay, you know, in social media in this generation. And therefore, you have to be very sure about what you want. You have to be good at it. And you have to think in terms of longevity more than what is trending at the moment. You know, you still want to be able to create a brand for yourself. Diba? And how do you differentiate yourself from the rest of the world? Yan ang mga hinaharap na challenges. Oo.
Ms. Charo, yung ABS hanggang ngayon is namamayagpag pa rin despite the franchise issue.
Yes.
You feel about this? And then may mga bills pa being filed para ma-renew yung franchise ng ABS. How do you feel about these things? Hanggang ngayon talagang people still love ABS-CBN?
Siguro, you know, through the years, ABS-CBN has already made a name in the sa larangan ng excellence, you know, excellence in content. I think that's proven. Excellence in storytelling, excellence in content. And a relationship has been built through the years. There's this relation. ABS has a genuine relationship with its audience. Diba? And in the world of show business, it's really about content engaging your audience. You know, that's show business. You have to know who your audience is. Therefore, knowing your audience, you have to be able to create the content that will keep your audience engaged, diba? And I think, you know, modesty aside, ABS-CBN has been successful in creating that relationship with the audience. Kaya kahit wala na yung network, wala na yung platform, you know, it's evolved into becoming a content company. It's still number one in terms of content. Yeah.
So yung mensahe niyo po sa mga hanggang ngayon tumatangkilik pa sa ABS-CBN?
Naku, maraming salamat talaga. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga kapamilya at sa lahat ng mga kapuso, mga kapatid, di ba? Because ABS-CBN shows are all over. Maraming salamat sa pagtangkilik ninyo. And really, to all the Filipinos out there in different parts of the world who have never left us and who continue to support the shows of ABS-CBN, maraming salamat. And to our dear friends from the House who have, you know, filed the bill, and maraming salamat sa kanila. Maraming salamat sa kanila. But, you know, we take it one day at a time. We don't really know where the winds will blow.
Okay. So yun po muna, Ms. Charo. Yung mga ibang friends ko muna, may ibang questions din po.
Okay. That's Bobby. That's Bobby Cantina of the Manila Bulletin. And now, heto Ma'am Charo yung naglulumabas live. Si Natalie Tamada of the Philippine Star.
Natalie. With a red lipstick?
Oo nga. Para sa'yo, Miss Charo. Kasi ano talaga, I mean, yung sabi mo naman na you're so out of the race na. And pero to me, you're still like the OG power woman of the media sector. Being the head of ABS-CBN before, ganun pa rin yung tingin ko sa iyo, and I'm sure many of us in the media also look at you that way pa rin. You were the boss at the height of yung mga network wars, rivalry. I wonder anong best times ng panahon na yon. At na-miss mo ba yun? Ngayon kasi collab na ngayon yung mga di ba what used to be rivals.
Oo. It used to be very, very competitive. And rightly so, di ba? I mean, in the environment of business, that's inevitable. Kung walang competition, walang excitement, di ba? And people tend to be complacent kung walang competition. But ang pinaka-memorable sa akin was yung the rising back up when we lost our ratings in Mega Manila. And that's when we really focused on our strength, which was narrative, drama, nandyan na yung may bukas pa, tayong dalawa. I mean, talagang nagsunod-sunod na siya hanggang when I retired, it was, it was Ang Provinciano, which was rating high 40s then, no? So those were really, what can I say, very fulfilling years for the organization, for the production people, the creatives, and even the artists. Yeah. And I guess most especially for the employees, di ba, yung talagang may pride ka, nakapamilya ka, na, they were working for ABS-CBN. Those were really glorious years, yeah.
Pero na-imagine niyo po ba na ganito mangyayari yung collab? And what are your thoughts about it? Collabs between
networks. It's great. I mean, it's an opportunity for us to learn from each other. Sa akin, yun ang pinakamahalaga. It's an opportunity also for our actors to be able to work with actors from other studios, di ba? Naiiba yung landscape, naiiba yung timpla. Meron kang bagong binibigay sa audience mo. And then, as a whole, really, it's about working together for the industry. The industry is very challenged. And this is a good sign that producers are coming together. I mean, different studios are coming together to work with each other. I think for a bigger reason, no? For a bigger purpose. And that's making sure that the industry stays alive. Sa akin, yun ang pinakamagandang naidulot ng collab work. Magsama-sama tayo, di ba? Kailangan mabuhay ang industriya. As it is now, yes, we have some good months, di ba? Pero challenged pa rin yung industriya. And with the evolution of the streaming apps, we don't really know where linear viewing will go. We don't really know where theatrical viewing will go. And therefore, I think it's incumbent for every member of the industry to come together and help each other. Magtulungan to make sure that the industry stays alive. And beyond staying alive, I think we should even look towards making something for the global audience. Because I believe in Filipino talent. I believe in Filipino creativity. Hindi lang tayo nabibigyan ng pagkakataon. And, maybe this is the right chance and the right opportunity for the industry to come together and really make something for the global audience.
Wow, words of words of encouragement talaga for the industry, Miss Charo.
Diba? Kasi wag nang maging parokya, let's not get into cliques anymore. The industry naghihingalo kailangan nating buhayin. Natin buhayin.
Okay. Part ba yan ng reason, Miss Charo, na bumalik ka rin full-time sa acting?
Ay, hindi naman.
Ay, hindi ba? Pakwento naman.
After I retired, Love Diaz was, in Star Cinema making a pitch, and my last year in ABS-CBN, Love Diaz was in Star Cinema making a pitch. So I met him for the first time. And after I retired, he was the first one who came forward with an offer. And intuitive kasi ako na tao, yung when my heart jumps on something, wala, it just flows, talagang dumadaloy lang siya. Hindi ko masyadong pinag-iisipan. I don't overthink things anymore. I go with what my heart says. And I felt good about Ang Babaeng Humayo, the concept, the narrative of Ang Babaeng Humayo. And then there was no looking back. Parang, okay to ha. In my heart, Natalie, ang sigurado ako, hindi ako magkukulong sa bahay after my retirement. Yun ang sigurado ako. Not that I went back to acting is a grace from God. I mean, it came at the right time. I could have waited 1-2 years. Maybe the producers didn't think I would be interested. But Love Diaz came. The project came. Ang Babaeng Humayo came. And after that, nasunda naman sa awa ng Diyos. Yeah. And now I'm also preparing for another movie. Yay!
Is this the Ding Dong Dantes na film?
The Ding Dong, my film with Ding Dong will finally be shown in June of this year. Yeah.
Love story ito, Charo.
How do I describe it? How do I describe it? It's a romantic friendship story. Maybe that's the best way I can describe it. But it's really kilig.
Oh, okay.
And hindi ako mahihiya na magsabi sa inyong, naku, manood kayo. Kikiligin. Ay!
Tamang-tama yung pinagsabihan mo, ma'am. Si Natalie.
Talaga? Natalie, kikiligin ka.
Okay, manood tayo. Is this going to be like parang, an unconventional love story? Kasi di ba yung love stories ngayon, I was telling this, I think, to Marinel na parang we need more love stories between women of a certain age. Diba?
Of
our age.
Of our age.
So,
parang
ganon.
Looking at the cast, di ba? The pairing. Looking at the pairing, you, of course, you may conclude right away. It's a May-December affair.
Yes.
But you'll be surprised. I cannot say much. Paano ba? Baka ma-preempt yung experience mo.
But what made you say yes, Miss Charo, to this project?
Before we finally get to filming the movie, it was offered to me 6 years ago. 6 years ago. And 6 years ago, I said yes to the narrative. It's the story pitch. I said yes to the story pitch. But after that, na-pandemic. Diba? Na-pandemic. Tapos, Ding Dong got very busy. Tapos, he did Rewind. Diba? In fact, there was a point when I said, it's okay, huh? Ding Dong might be having second thoughts pairing with me. Lalo na after his super box office success of a Rewind, diba? With wife Marian. So sabi ko, okay lang, maintindihan ko naman. But no, he kept to his word. And sabi niya, no, I really want to do it. I want to work with you. Oh, okay naman. Happy naman, di ba?
Grabe, all praises siya, Miss Charo. We just interviewed Ding Dong a few days ago.
Ayan.
So, grabe talaga yung niya sa'yo. Superlatives. Kasi talagang nag-enjoy siya talaga working with you.
Ay, ano ba itong, sorry. Talaga?
Yeah. Hindi ko lang pwede ko quote dito, pero Google ko muna. Pero yeah, he was really, he had a lot of really great things to say about working with you. And he was saying na he learned so much from you. And di ba, I think with Noel, di ba, we talk about it na tinanong mo rin, Noel, di ba, was Ding Dong in a way instrumental na nag-join din kayo sa reservists, sa reserve force. So, but nag-deny naman siya. Sabi niya, she's not sure. Oo. So, yun.
No, because again, I've always been fascinated with military stories. If you notice, some of the teleseries in ABS-CBN, mga sundalo ang bida, di ba?
Yeah.
So I've always been drawn. Tapos meron na akong research materials. Ang dami ko ng research materials. I studied the Code of Honor of the Philippine Military Academy. So producer pa lang ako, fascinated na ako. How is it like to become a soldier? What makes a young man a soldier? That has always been in my mind. Kaya gusto ko na talagang mag-reservist. Kaya lang na-pandemic na naman ako. Na-pandemic na naman ako. Tapos, so finally, when I finished my filming with Ding Dong, I decided this is it. Pasok na ako. Yun.
Okay. Last question ko, Miss Charo. So, what can we expect from you pa in terms of maybe anong mga projects hinahanap mo next?
Nako, Natalie, hindi ko masyadong iniisip talaga. My first consideration really is the narrative, the story, and then the character that's been offered to me. So after the Ding Dong film, I'm doing another project soon in San Vicente, Palawan, but I am not at liberty yet to announce. Baka magtampo sa akin yung producer. Yung producer actress. Yeah. So, ano na naman siya, another great material, and ito siguro pwede ko nang sabihin. Pwede ko nang sabihin.
Pwede mo na sabihin yun.
Director. Sinong director?
Yung director.
Yeah.
Pwede ko naman siguro
Pwede
sabihin.
na.
Yes, pwede na.
Pwede na. Kami ang pumayag.
Dito mo na.
It will be helmed by Zig Dulay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, very good.
I'm so happy. I mean, I want to work with young directors. And yeah, I'm so fortunate to be working with these young directors. Of course, Irene Villamor is my director in the Ding Dong film, no? And now it's Zig Dulay. Happy ako talaga.
CSC, ano po bang title ng film niyo with Ding Dong? Sorry to cut you kasi kanina pa natin sinasabing the Ding Dong movie. Wala po bang title?
Oo.
Only We Know.
Ayun.
Okay.
Only We Know.
Only We Know. Okay.
Ayun. Thank you, Ma'am Charo.
Thank you, Natalie.
Ito naman. Ang na-interview ka 2 beses daw nung pandemic at talagang on time ka.
Sa Zoom, di ba? Ma'am CSC. Lagi tayo nagzo-Zoom.
Oo.
Si Marinel po ng inquiry.
Ayan. Ma'am CSC, balikan ko lang po yung your decision to join the Air Force.
Yeah.
Bakit po this particular unit of the military? Tsaka ano po yung responsibilities nyo as a reservist?
I have a friend kasi who is with the Air Force. So he was the one who sponsored me. So he was the one who introduced me to the commanding officer then of the Philippine Air Force Reservists. So okay naman, di ba? Parang he facilitated things for me. Duty, a military reservist doesn't go naman to war kasi we're not trained for that, di ba? We don't do battle. But in times of war, yung ganyan, kami yung magmaman ng operations. Syempre, we have to help. Kasi kukunti lang sundalo natin, mas maraming reservists. Yan. Yes, mas maraming reservists. And the reservists are there also to help in times of calamities, natural disasters, ganyan, rescue work. We do medical missions, we do dental missions. It's a lot of public service talaga. Now, if you want to go up the ranks or you want to specialize in some other areas in the military like intelligence or security, iba pa yun. Kukuha ka pa ng kurso. But yung basic military reservist really is for the socio-civic functions of the military. Kasi di ba, the military naman are always there in times of disasters, calamities, ganyan. Ang talagang the people manning all these activities are reservists.
Yun po ba yung one that fascinated you sa larangan na to? Because you said you have so many research materials about it.
Oo. It's something deeper, something more internal. Parang, di ba a young man enters the military because it's an opportunity for them to get a scholarship for education. Diba? It's for education really. They come from simple families, diba? Yung mga sundalo natin, galing naman talaga sa mga simpleng pamilya yan. They're bright, diba? And it's an opportunity for them to get education. Pero when does it shift, di ba? From just finishing education, finishing my college, and working for my family or earning a living for my family, to getting to the point when you say, I'm ready to put my life on the line for my country. Parang, ano yung nagbabago? Yeah. Ano yung nangyayari sa loob? Yun ang gusto kong ma-experience. Yun ang gusto kong daanan. Yun ang gusto kong maintindihan. Ano ang nangyayari sa isang batang lalaki at saka isang batang babae para masabing, yes, I'm ready to put my life on the line. And
to serve.
To serve my country. Kasi, di ba?
Yes, apa.
Puro tayo, pag tinanong tayo, sasabihin natin, ha? Sandali. Ha?
Opo.
Ang dami ko pang anak, di ba? Nagpapalag ganyan. Pero sila ready eh. And talagang, it comes with the training. It comes with the education, the training, the values. Na humuhulma sa kanila. Ngayon, naintindihan ko na. And therefore, I have so much admiration for them. So much. We take it for granted eh. Yung parang, di ba? Parang we're in a safe environment. Okay. Ganyan. And andyan kayo, mga sundalo. Parang ganun lang. Katungkulan nyo yan eh. But ngayon, mas meron akong, may empathy ka. It develops empathy. And admiration and respect for these people.
Hey, his name is Chico Garcia.
And his name is Gino Killiamore.
And together, we are Only Fun.
That's right, for only $12 a month.
But if you're willing to pay, why not? No, we're from a podcast that talks about movies, TV shows. Basically, we do reviews of K-dramas, whatever really. Whatever is on streaming, whatever is on cinemas. We also get to occasionally interview celebrities, actors, directors,
and of course infused with our own witty brand of humor and slice of life.
Wow. I guess we don't infuse a lot.
Check it out.
Ma'am, kasi dapat, diba, yung movie mo with Ding Dong was Love After Love before yung unang title.
Yeah, Love
Tapos
After Love.
naging Only We Know. And it's about love pa rin, ma'am. After a few more years, do you see yourself loving again?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Paano ba? My husband really respected the person in me.
Mm-hmm.
I felt unconditional love from him. I don't know if I will ever find that from another man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. But I'm happy where I am now. Yeah, and I'm at peace. I gave the best service to my husband. I have no regrets. Kaya magaan ako. Magaan.
Oh, totoo. At yun nga, ma'am, grabe ikaw yung nag-aalaga, nag-nurture ng mga tao. Don't you want to be loved and nurtured naman?
I was. And I continue to be loved by my sons.
Yes.
I will not look for love from the rest of the world. I can, and that love, Noel, has to start from within myself then, di ba? Kasi kahit walang pupuno nun para sa'yo eh.
Kung di ikaw. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
At yung pag sinabi, ano yung visa ng pagiging babae ngayon, women kasi worry about a lot of things and they're in charge of a lot of things. Ma'am, your kids, kumusta ikaw ngayon bilang nanay? Na-enjoy mo na ba yung independence ng mga anak mo? Or your...
Oh, yeah.
Like, ikaw pa rin ba yung nag-check sa kanila palagi or you're more parang ini-enjoy mo na sila with their families?
I'd like to describe myself as a progressive mom. I've always been a progressive mom. I've never been a controlling mom. I was never the type to watch over their shoulders every day. I mean, I just made sure that our children had respect for the values that my husband and I stood for. But really, we allow them to be themselves, to chart their own paths. Kasi yung journey natin, Noel, di ba tayo, inallow naman din tayo ng mga magulang natin eh. We already charted our own journey. Parang, ba't ko pagkakait yun sa kanila? Hindi ko pagkakait yun sa mga anak ko. Ibibigay ko yun sa kanila. Because it's not my life. Buhay nila yun. So kung saan sila masaya, and I will only be here to support them. And and you allow for your children to make mistakes. You allow for your children to fall flat on their faces because that's the only way they will learn. But make sure that you're always behind them. You're always there, to support them. But you allow them to, if I may use the word, to go through their own individuation, diba? To discover themselves for the persons that they are. Hindi tayo ang gagawa nun. Hindi ako ang gagawa nun para sa kanila.
But you're a cool lola. That's what they see, what we all see in social media. Ini-enjoy mo pagiging lola mo, di ba?
Oh, yes. Oo. Ini-enjoy ko rin. Tapos, rin ako. Hindi rin ako yung controlling. But of course, di ba, I'm there to remind them about certain things. And I'm patient. I'm a patient teacher. They don't get it once, then I repeat and repeat and repeat until it gets into their heads.
So ito na misparenting, ang aming misparenting si Marinel bumabalik.
Yes, Marinel, we lost you.
Yes. Sorry po because bad signal dito po sa Negros. Anyway, kasi po yun, continue ko lang yung question ni Noel. Parenting but in the sense na because you've always been looked up to by the talents ng ABS-CBN, and now there's news na there's talk of burnout sa Bini. Nabalitaan nyo na po ba yun? Because sabi nga ang dami daw po nilang performances and sometimes napapagod na daw po yun. Visibly makikita daw po sa performances nila. What can you say about this as the mother of, the
well, I trust that current management, the management team handling Bini is looking after their talents, the well-being of their talents. At the end of the day, it's really striking a balance.
Yeah.
It's really finding that balance. It's not one or the other because life goes on. Diba? Sa buhay naman, hindi ganun ang buhay eh. It's not one or the other, even as a parent. And where you have a job, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na, iwanan ko trabaho ko kasi priority ko anak ko. Hindi, priority pareho eh. So you have to be good at juggling things. You just have to know what is most urgent to you. It's the urgency. So talagang hanapin mo. Kasi hindi naman everyday emergency. Di ba? Hindi naman. So it's, and then I think communication is key. Really. Open communication is key. Because when you're absent and you're distant, patay. That's a formula for failure. Di ba? Absence and distance. Pero when you may be absent once in a while because of the demands of your job, but for as long as there's open communication and you make your children feel, or you're always there, no matter what. It's just that, you're doing a juggling act. Palagay ko, yun eh, magbibigay yun it will calm them down. It will calm them down. And they will not think that, biktima naman kami. Iniwan naman kami. Ganyan. You're also teaching your children to be independent. You're also teaching your children to be independent. Diba? Yan. Basta kayo. Kasi minsan, yung guilt, yung guilt, malakas yun eh. Malakas yung mag-define ng behavior natin. But, you know, you don't want that burden on your shoulders. Kasi mamaya, ang pagmamahal mo sa sarili mo, nawala na, napanish mo na yung sarili mo. Both as a person who is doing his job and a person who's taking care of the children. Di ba? Mahirap eh. Mahirap.
Pero ma'am, ano naman po yung, on the other side naman po, yung ibang perspective naman, what can you say to Bini? Because they're really in demand. Tapos yun nga po, parang sinasabi na napapagod na din sila because of the high demand. And what can you tell them to encourage them to push pa? Because syempre napapagod din naman daw. Yun yung sinasabi.
Naman. Oo, that's the price of success, no?
Yes, opo.
that's the price of success. But you know, you're on your way to perhaps creating that global audience.
Yes.
There are no right or wrong answers. It's you really have to look into the context of every situation. So kung ako, I look for the tools to make sure that I will not burn out. I have to help myself. Di ba? Pero nandito na, trinabaho ko na to, ilang taon na ako nagpagod. Ito na, malapit ng ngayon ka pa mag-give up? Parang hindi, di ba? So, but I recognize, nakakapagod, lahat yan, dadaanan mo. Baka pati yung anxiety mo, yung anguish mo, ganyan. So, again, you have to be an empowered woman. And an empowered woman thinks of what's best for herself. What are the tools? Because you're not in control of everything, but you're in control of yourself. Di ko kailangan kung marunong ako mag-meditate, marunong ako mag-relax. I don't look at the negatives, I don't look at the lapses, I look at the opportunities, I focus on the experience. Baka maiba. Sometimes it's
mindset.
A change of mindset. But yes, make sure you get good sleep. You demand that from your handlers. Make sure you're fed well. Make sure you get to do talk therapy when you're anxious about something. You know, these are young girls. Yes. You're going through self-doubts. You're going through your fears. Acknowledge all of those things and don't run away, but seek help. Seek help. Diba? Pag kailangan mo ng tulong, huwag kang mahiyang humingi ng tulong. Yan ang sasabihin ko sa mga kabataan. But, balansehin mo. But, of course, at the end of the day, what do you want?
Yes, sure.
What do you want in life?
Perfect. Ang ganda. Diba? Thank you, Ma'am Charo.
Spoken like a real nurturing woman. Yes. No? That's true.
Okay.
Ma'am, nami-miss mo, maala-ala mo kaya?
Yun nga, itatanong ko.
Nami-miss ko talaga.
Yan, yun. May balita dati na babalik.
And if ever, how should it evolve?
Natitinig ko yung balitang yun, Noel. Parang natitinig ko.
Ayun nga po, Ma'am Charo. Tatanong ko, one of the questions ko po yun, yung MMK. What do you imagine? Kasi syempre, pagbalik po, dapat may value added or nag-evolve na siya. Ano po na-imagine nyo? Hypothetical lang naman.
Ano bang na-imagine ko? Mas ngayon yung concerns, mas yung concerns ng mga kabataan ngayon. Alam mo, natutuwa ako. I went to Shanghai, and for the first time in my 5-day trip in Shanghai, walang nagpa-picture sa akin. So sabi ko, ay, walang mga Pilipino dito. Di ba? Walang nagpa-picture. Sige, walang Pilipino. Pagdating ko sa airport, ay, may mga Pilipino pala dito. So I went, anyway, so nandun, and I joined them in the waiting area. I joined them, I say hello to them. You know, these are OFWs, and I say hello to them, kinakamusta ko sila. Tapos nauhaw ako. I went to a kiosk. And in China, they have their own apps. Wala ako nung. So sabi ko, nagsasalita lang ako, self-balloon ko. Sabi ko, naku, ang hirap naman. Paano ba to? Paano ako makakabili ng tubig? May batang, mga in her 20s. Sabi niya, Ma'am, ano po ba ang gusto niyo? Ay, iha. Oo, sabi ko, iha. Naku, nauhaw kasi ako. Sabi ko, gusto ko ng tubig. Sabi niya, ay, ako po. Sige, ako na po. Tapos, di kinuha niya. Sabi ko, naku, magkano yun? Ay, wag na po. Wag na po. Bigay ko na po yan sa inyo. Ay, naku, thank you very much. Naku, sabi ko, sabi niya, ako na po, Ma'am Charo. Gumanon siya, no? Nagulat ako, nakilala niya ako. Sabi ko, ha? Kilala mo ako? Parang I did not expect her to know me because, she's in her 20s. Kilala mo ako? Opo, lumaki po ako, nanonood ng Maalaala katabi ng nanay ko. Nagulat. Sabi ko, oh my God, the Gen Zs grew up watching with either their lolas, lolos, or their nanays. So natuwa ako. Sabi ko, paano mo? Nadinig ko po yung boses ninyo. Sabi niya, nadinig ko yung boses niyo. Naku, si Ma'am Charo yun.
Boses pa lang yun I love it.
So nakakatuwa. And then in my social media, ang daming nagte-text, ang daming nagbe-message, Ma'am, balik niyo yung MMK, nami-miss na namin. Tapos meron ng iba nagkikwento ng buhay nila.
May Gen Z po?
Yes. May madaming Gen Zs na nagkikwento ng buhay nila. And, when I talk to them, parang yung mga nami-meet ko, yung minsan, habang nag-shoot ako ng Batang Quiapo, may mga nakakausap ako. Uhaw sila sa may uhaw sila sa, may hinahanap sila na pag kinakausap ko na sila, parang may yung mata, may nabubuo. Ma'am Charo, ano yan? Parang ito, yung what's the term that they use? Yung tagos.
Tagos, yeah.
Oo, tagos yan. Ako, spot on yan, ma'am. So whatever their, di ba? Whatever
term, no language.
True.
May kakulangan nga, ma'am. Actually, you see, Rita Avila, Sharon Cuneta is opening parang Dear Sharon now, di ba, sa social media also. Parang there's really a void of people, credible people giving advice.
Yeah.
So, kanila yung maalaala mo kaya as that venue. Ma'am, so, can we wait for that this year? When will
Yes, please.
I think so.
Yeah.
Dami pasabog ni Ma'am CSC ngayon,
Let's wait for further announcements.
And thank you very
The
much.
night of pasabog from CSC.
Any other things, Marinel? Go.
Well, 9 months ago, you returned as board of director po of ABS-CBN. What was that like? Ang pagbabalik sa corporate world and all that, making rules, making policies. Kamusta po yun, Ma'am Charo?
Technically, I never really left ABS-CBN. I've always been there as an executive consultant. And so, 9 months ago, they brought me back to sit in the board, but I've always sat in in an advisory capacity. Now, it's galing kasi there's a very candid, open relationship among the board members where we can discuss anything under the sun, the difficulties that the organization is going through, and we're all trying to help and to chip in our suggestions. So, and galing. I take my hats off to the management who have done everything to keep ABS-CBN afloat. Not just afloat, but still on the top of the game.
Yes.
Yeah,
Opo.
despite all the challenges, all the difficulties. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you po. Noel, your quick fire questions for
Yes.
Ma'am Charo.
Ito lang, ma'am, yung pagiging advisor mo hindi talaga nawawala because you're also advisor for actor. And
Yeah.
I learned that you're really pushing for education. So briefly,
Oh, yeah.
ma'am, why that passion? Why that advocacy?
Well, I want to believe that we're limited by the environment we live in, the family we grew up in, the books we read, the the stuff that we expose ourselves to. There's a bigger world out there, and it's really only through education that will open up our minds and our hearts to the complexities of humanity. And as actors, we breathe life into the complexities of humanity, the good as well as the bad. And we're there not to make any judgment, but I think to make people realize, to make people recognize the frailty of being human, but also to make people appreciate the what's good. No, I mean that life is truly a spiritual journey. Malalim yung inaano ko, pero kailangan ng actor nun eh, kailangan ng artista nun eh, kailangan ng, di ba, that what is hope? Di ba, when you say na nagbibigay tayo ng pag-asa, what is that? What is hope? It's how do you make it tangible? And really at the end of the day, it's truly a spiritual journey, no? And therefore, there's got to be some cognitive support there. Hindi lang ramdam, hindi lang yung ito yung pakiramdam ko, kundi there's a logical understanding of things, of life, di ba? So mas purposeful ang performance mo, ang delivery mo sa mga characters mo.
So, thank you. Yan, ma'am, as an industry leader, yan nga tinitingala ka because tuloy-tuloy yung pag-advise mo at pag-nurture mo ng ganyan. No, ma'am, next, people forget that you're in the forefront of creating world-class content even before, like Himala, you were executive producer during that time. And alam namin na isa ka sa nagnanais na sana makarating tayo dun sa Oscar nomination. So,
totoo.
Ano po yung mga moves towards that, yung mga initiatives towards that? And Oscar nominations, yun nga yung sa'yo, hindi lang full-length feature. People ought to know that Charo can be the short film patroness. Pero also kasi nandun na ma'am yung di ba? Yung attention span ng mga tao nasa short films. At baka short documentaries even. Baka dyan daw tayo mag-shine sa Oscars din.
Yeah. Well, I guess the people in the different organizations are doing their best to make sure that, we get to bring Filipino content to a much bigger audience. Yeah, in my own little way, I'm supporting actor, but I'm not really closely involved with the other organizations. Yeah, but I'm sure kayo, sina Joey, the heads of the different organizations are doing their best in marketing Filipino content in other parts of the world.
Tapos ma'am, kung kailan kayo dito sa estado nyo ngayon kayo mas matapang mag-accept ng kakaibang roles. Bakit? At saka when we talk, you wanna do theater again. So palampasin lang natin yung kisap mata dyan sa tanghalang Pilipino. And you wanna do stage. And you're open to doing stage. So what else do you want to conquer, ma'am?
It's not a question of conquering. It's I'm having fun. I'm happy with who the person that I am, and I will go with what my heart says. I will go. Alam mo, this doesn't happen overnight naman for anybody eh. You go through periods of fears, diba? Self-doubts, yung hindi mo alam kung anong gusto mo. Pero at my age, diba? May tatakbuhan pa ba ako?
Ito na ma'am. Ito na. Ma'am, I've always told you that if there's anyone in this industry to enter politics or public service, ikaw dapat yon. So, ma'am, pwede ba? I know a lot of people have talked to you already. Sana they took you seriously, support you seriously. In the long term, can we see Charo Santos as a senator, as a president?
I've never thought about that, I've always declined.
Yeah.
Nung sinabi ko namang may tatakbuhan pa ba ako, sa larangan ng entertainment ang sinasabi ko.
Pero ma'am, di ba, ang daming nagko-crossover ngayon because of name recall. At kung meron rin lang pagkakatiwalaan, sana ikaw na.
Nako, Noel. Maraming salamat sa confidence mo sa akin. Pero hindi ko naiisip at hindi ako nagpaplano towards that. Yun lang ang masasabi ko. Sa ngayon, hindi ko naiisip at hindi ako nagpaplano toward. Katulad ng hindi ko inisip ang napakaraming turning points sa buhay ko. So, yeah. Oo.
But you're open to it, ma'am?
Now, honestly, no.
Okay. Yes. Pero sana patuloy na pumatok yung mga pag nakita na ng taong bayan na oo nga, no, sana si Charo. Parang ganon yung Yun po. Anyway, ma'am, next, your measure of success now. When do you know you're successful or you're okay na? Parang, ang ganda nga sinabi mo, you're not in the race anymore.
I'm not in the race. I think at this point in my life, my measure of success is that I don't seek validation from the world. I am comfortable in my own skin. I do things because I have the passion for doing, for going with what my heart says. Yeah, I guess I'm in a very quiet, calm, secure place where I feel I am enough.
Ang galing, ang galing. Ma'am, we're celebrating Women's Month and you're really our prime example of an accomplished woman na mahal ng mga tao at mahal namin. So, ma'am, ano yung pwede nating i-post na parang the thing that will inspire women now who look up to you and then who may want to like follow your footsteps or try to like at least show na may natutunan kami sa buhay ni Charo. Ano yung pwede niyo pong masabi?
Talaga ito ang sasabihin ko. Believe in yourself. Everything has to start from within yourself.
Yeah.
Hindi pwedeng punuan yung void na nararamdaman mo ng kahit na sino. Sarili mo lang ang pupuno nun. And you cannot allow the past. Don't allow the past to define your future. The past is part of your being kasi it's part of your shaping into the person that you are, no? But the choices that you make now, the choices that you make today will be the ones to define your future. And it should always be about loving oneself. It should always be about thinking and believing that you are enough, that you are worth it, that you are valued. Diba? And then the world will meet you where you are at Hindi ka, diba? Kung victim ang tingin mo sa sarili mo, martir, di ka nun din ang trato sa'yo. But if you feel that you're good, that is power. That is woman empowerment. If you feel within you that you are good, you are the best, without any arrogance, believe mo lang sa sarili mo, pagmamahal mo sa sarili mo, then you will get the same treatment from the world. You will. It's the same energy that you will get. So you are enough, and don't allow anyone to define who you are. Don't allow anyone to define who you are. Not the man in your life, not your children, not your friends, not your community. So stand on your own 2 feet. Stand on your own 2 feet.
Okay. We close this episode by saying thank you, Ma'am Charo. Natalie, ano yung thank you mo kay Ma'am Charo? Natalie, a Philippine star who'll be in love soon. Go, Nat.
Oh, wow. I'm so happy for you. Nako talaga, Natalie. Kailangan mo mapanood yung Only We Know.
Oh, gusto ko na ma-in love, Miss Charo.
Bakit natatawa si Bobby tsaka si Marinel?
Ayun na maniwala.
Thank you, Ma'am Charo, for teaching Natalie to be in love. Ayun.
Yes.
It's a nice feeling, di ba? It's a nice feeling. Agree si Natalie. It's a nice feeling.
Okay, Bobby, ikaw naman. Ikaw, Bobby. Thank you, Ma'am Charo.
Grabe ko lang yung isang oras for Miss Charo, no? Pero since 1 hour, thank you, Miss Charo, for those inspiring words. Ang sarap, ang ganda kausap ni Miss Charo. Sana may part 2 pa nito.
I'm sure. Yes. Sa kakulitan ni Noel, I'm sure. Yes. May part 3, may part 4.
Ang galing. So, Marina, thank you, Ma'am Charo, for what?
Thank you, Ma'am Charo. Bigla naging tribute kay Ma'am Charo. Pero she's always parang very gracious pag kailangan natin siyang interviewin on mga issues that we can consult her. Thank you po for always being there, Ma'am CSC. Thank you po. I appreciate you po.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And ako, thank you for getting the best out of people. You know how to like call the best and bring out the best and the goodness out of people. Maraming salamat. At alam mong mahal na mahal kita. At ako yung campaign manager mo.
Yes.
Talaga. Maging leader ng ating bansa. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Huwag mga i-pressure si CSC, Noel.
Thank you.
Salamat. We're looking forward to maalaala mo kaya again.
Excited ako doon.
Yes, oo.
Yes.
CSC, please.
Yes. Oh, we'll do your life story, Marinel.
No. Si Natalie.
Dapat si Noel.
Rom-com ang Natalie. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night.
Salamat po.
Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.